Married landlords, this is for you. So here's something most people don't realize. You don't always need to own a rental property 50-50 to end up being taxed 50-50 on the rental income. But here's the important condition. The property has to be held jointly by spouses or civil partners who live together. And that's when HMRC default rule actually kicks in. So here's the common scenario. A couple gets married, one spouse owns a rental property before the marriage, the mortgage is in that person's name, the rent goes into that person's account. Now, most people assume that everything in that spouse's name, so they pay 100% tax on it. Well, not necessarily, but only if you structure it properly. You see, the tax pain point is this. If one spouse is a higher rate taxpayer, rental profit can get hammered, and the mortgage interest relief for that individual is effectively capped at 20% tax credit. So the higher rate spouse feels it the most. Now the solution, very simple solution, right? But you do need expert advice to actually implement it. If they put the property into a joint ownership, HMRC will normally treat the rental income as 50-50, unless they file Form 17 to be taxed differently. Now here's the bit most people lose. If you transfer a big chunk like 50% and there's a mortgage, you can accidentally trigger stamp duty because the other spouse is treated as taking on half the mortgage debt. So some couples choose to transfer a small share to get the property into jointly. And then because it's jointly held, the default tax position becomes 50-50, right? So I hope that is very clear. So, but be very careful, however, right? Because if you want an unequal split like 90-10, you can do it, but you must set beneficiary ownership correctly and submit Form 17 within 60 days with evidence like declaration of trust. So the bottom line is this. If you're married or you're in a civil partnership and one of you earns a lot more than the other, don't sleepwalk into paying higher rate taxes or rental profits unnecessarily. But don't guess either, because once mortgages and stamp duties come into play, the simple transfer can become very, very expensive mistake. My name is Sam. I'm a chartered accountant and founder of Arthur Hamilton Accountancy. Please, if you like content like this, share, like, subscribe, share it to anybody else you know, or even DM me if you've got a personal question. Until my next video, guys, see you then. Take care.